These long dog days of summer, I mean, we just made it through a heat wave. Mama was parched through this heat wave. I was hitting up Dunkin' every single day, and I will continue to probably for the rest of my days, but especially this summer. Dunkin' is helping everyone stay cool this summer with its lineup of refreshers. These drinks are packed with bold, fruity flavors and served ice cold. It's amazing. Dunkin' refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. I like to start my morning with them personally, and then sometimes I go back for a second one because I'm just feeling crazy. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, including fan favorites mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. And then for a limited time, there's black cherry and there's pink pineapple. I'm going to tell you something right now, and it's a bold claim, let me tell you, but I stand behind it. Pink pineapple will change your life. It is so good. It has me feeling like I'm sitting in a pool, resort side, just living, honey. It's so yummy. Try your favorite flavor with green tea, sparkling water, lemonade, or Dunkin's all-new limeade. I haven't tried the limeade yet, but I'm going to. Usually I get my drinks made with green tea and occasionally lemonade, but I do really like the green tea. Or if you don't want to build your own, try one of Dunkin's curated refreshers like the Cherry Lime Ricky or the Ultimate Pink Daydream. The Cherry Lime Ricky, scrumptious. I could drink like 3 of these a day. They're so freaking yummy. Head to Dunkin' today and find your favorite refresher. Dunkin' refreshers contain less than 1% fruit juice. Limited time offer. When it comes to online college, Southern New Hampshire University is so good, it's scary. Listen, the facts don't lie. SNHU has degree programs that fit your goals, online classes that fit your life, and real support at every step. And if that wasn't enough, they've got some of the lowest online tuition rates in the U.S. This is an airtight case, you guys. Visit snhu.edu/morbid to get started. That's snhu.edu/morbid. Chilling crime cases are mysterious, but finding coverage shouldn't be. With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, you have options and can personalize your plan to help create an affordable price so you can get back to cracking all of life's bigger cases. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can choose to bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Head to statefarm.com to get a quote. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Hey, weirdos. I'm Alaina.
I'm Ash.
And this is Morbid.
It is. We were just having a confession circle.
Ash had a hilarious dream.
I'm not going to tell it on air.
Which will never.
It will not leave this room. And we will not give you a hint.
It will. Cone of silence on that
strange fucking dream.
But let me tell you, Mikie and I have tears in our gosh darn eyes.
I'm glad to give you
what a
that.
gift.
You're
what
welcome.
a gift you gave me. Do you guys have weird dreams?
No, do you guys have like weird, inexplicable dreams about like...
Of course, everybody does.
Because like, do you ever wake up from your dream and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Happens a lot, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I believe that to be true.
That happens a lot.
You wrote a whole novel about the what the fuck is wrong with you dream. I'm not going to write a novel about
Remember
mine.
my flying printer dream?
Yeah.
That was a weird one.
That was a weird one, and it was at my house.
It was.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen.
I hope that doesn't happen.
I hope that dream doesn't come true. Mikie, can you calm down over there? Stop throwing shit at me. I know my dream upset you, but...
I also ordered.
You did what now? You did what now?
I ordered some cookies for us.
Are they cookies? Because I don't think we need those.
Cookies. But so we're going to get even cookier in here because we're going to have cookies.
And we had Wendy's for lunch. We are just...
Oh, we're just living.
Really clogging those old arteries
Yeah, I was going to
today.
say today's just like a fuck it day.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. But you know what? It's Listener Tale Day.
Brought to you by you, for you, from you, and all about you, baby.
We love them. You love them. We all love them together.
Everybody in the club getting Listener Tales. You know? She died. I killed her with my song.
I don't know why I just laugh so hard at that.
And what do you drink? Is that a Coke?
It's a Coke.
You only had like such a little bit of it, and I only had such a little bit of my Dr. Pepper.
I
but
know.
I don't drink a lot of soda usually.
So I just took like 2 sips, and I was
we're
like,
just like,
whoa!
Well, we had coffees today too, and I had a lot of
That's
mine.
true.
People are like, can you just slow it down?
Like, can you shut the fuck
Slow
up?
it down. Oh.
Well, you know what?
Sorry, I went to a place to bring it on.
We'll start with a wild tale.
Okay.
A tale that is called The Time a Clown Almost Yeeteth Me, and I Possibly Almost Yeeteth Him Back.
Okay.
Because I don't know why, but I was in a place of clown when I was looking for some listener
You were
tales.
down to clown?
I really wanted...
Is that a bad thing to say? Mikie was like, I was like, does that mean something that I don't know?
I'm screaming.
Does it?
I have no idea.
What?
I myself
Why
have
did you
never
make
said that.
face?
So
Why did you make me feel weird about what I said for the second time today?
probably based off your dream, more like probably it's a crazy thing to say.
Okay, it had nothing to do with clowns. I guess. I mean, it depends how you look at it.
It certainly does.
I was acting a clown, so.
All right. So
Anyways,
let's
back to the
I'm just
tales.
gonna go right into it.
Do it.
I'm gonna just do a quick intro. Love you guys. I've been listening for one tour now, and I'm listening for most recent episode, and I'm working my way down to number 1. Ooh,
Don't do
that's an
that.
interesting way of doing it.
Don't do that.
Let us know if you still think we're okay by the end of that. 'Cause
We're not.
The other way is much more fun.
What an evolution you'll
I was
have,
gonna say
though.
you're devolving at that point.
I was just thinking, like, you'll experience my breakup. Or no, like, my marriage, my breakup, and then my, like, not breakup time. And then, like, yeah, you'll experience a lot.
Yeah, and you're gonna experience it in a weird way.
Yeah, and then you're kind of, like, slowly submerging yourself into water.
Yeah, you're going 10,000 leagues under the sea.
Stop! Stop! That's the picture that I saw, and that's what reminded me of my weird dream, Mikie. Everybody, Mikie's hazing me, okay? My own employee is hazing me about a weird dream that I had one time. The amount of people that are going to be so pissed, but they will never
It's locked
know.
up tight.
You better believe it. You better lock yourself up over there.
Whatever you think the dream was, that was it.
Maybe not, though.
So yeah, you're listening to the show in a
twar now.
For about a twar now, and you're going at a very interesting way, I guess, from now to beginning.
Yeah.
But you were also saying that your name is Jade, which I can say.
Yep.
Thank you. So this terrifying butthole clenching experience takes place way back when, in the lovely year of 2016, I was but a scrawny, pimple-faced, wild-haired, mentally unstable middle schooler.
Weren't we all?
During this unfortunate time in my life, you may remember a certain killer clown pandemic had arisen. I personally had never been scared of clowns, but oh boy, was that opinion about to kick me in my non-existent middle school balls. Let's set the scene. It was 11 o'clock at night on Friday, mid-spooky season. The fall air was nippy, and I was at a sleepover with 2 of my friends. Amy, whose house we were residing, lived in the middle of literally bumfuck nowhere.
Awesome.
Like, actually. She lived on a 100-acre private property that was only accessible by a windy gravel road.
Honestly, the dream.
Her father was a very paranoid man who we all joked, but seriously thought, was part of the CIA or the FBI. He supposedly worked as a mailman, but sir, you expect us to believe your children go to private school on a mailman's salary? Not fucking buying it.
Aren't they like government workers though? Like, don't they make like better money?
I have no idea. Like, there's not one part of me that can answer that question.
Yeah, I don't know what they make, but I do know that they work. Like, technically, you're a government employee.
Private school is wildly expensive, though.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
That's just like college.
Yeah, I went to like the worst public school ever. So.
But you know, public school's great sometimes.
Yeah, depending on where.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the house was an old 2-story brick house with looming windows.
Ooh.
Amy's dad also had numerous secret tunnels in the house just in case of any threat.
Yeah, he's not a mailman.
I was just going to say, I think we figured this out.
Established.
He is CIA, my friend.
He said, "Welcome to the CIA."
There you go. Does anybody remember?
We've talked
sorry,
about it.
we're going off topic, but I know we've talked about this before.
It's a club.
It doesn't exist anymore. It was called like the California Institute of the Arts, I think it was, CIA.
It's actually on topic because they had a dead clown there.
There you go. And CIA.
Yeah.
So it all makes sense. But when I went to California before, they had like a dead mummified clown there and all this other weird shit. And it was a cool place, but I think it's gone now.
Bummer.
Ever been there, people in California? But Amy's dad also had numerous secret tunnels, blah, blah, blah. I've never personally seen these tunnels. They were locked up. But Amy has informed us that there were bulletproof vests stored inside. That man is in the FBI, CIA.
100%.
This is not relevant to the story, but it helps set the scene and vibe of the house and area we were at. Leading up to this, my friend had told us a handful of times how strangers had shown up lost on her property. Most had been illegally hunting the land, not knowing it was private property, or college kids fucking around. So random people showing up was not uncommon. However, they were quickly taught a lesson by her dad.
Oof.
The clown attack happened outside. We were sitting on her trampoline, one of those with the net around it. We were discussing deep topics, as middle schoolers do. The only light nearby was a faint glow from the back porch light. The house was a good way away from the trampoline. Her backyard was large. It was almost a semicircle of cleared land, edged by thick, dark woods.
Thickica.
Excuse me. Amy, Sarah, and I were sitting in a sort of triangle formation. The two of them were sitting facing me, and I was facing them. As we were talking, something caught my eye over their shoulders. Keep in mind, I have terrible eyesight and consistently boycott wearing my glasses. So it was hard to make out what I was seeing.
Your eyesight is going to get worse, baby.
A glint of something white had shifted in the woods, which was a very good distance away. At first, I just assumed it was a wind chime or something, but my friends had noticed that I had gone quiet. They eyed me questioningly. I think I saw something white moving in the woods over there, I whispered. They turned to look behind them, squinting. For a moment, we were all silent, observing the entrance to the woods. Then I saw it again. It seemed to be pacing the edge of the woods, outside of the cast of the dim light the porch light was giving off. Sarah gasped. Her hand was trembling. Jade, I'm not kidding. I see something red, too. At this point, it was apparent to all of us that there was something alive moving in the woods. We stood from our spots cautiously. I'm sure it's nothing, Amy assured us. We watched as the black figure crept out from the shadows, and oh my gosh, with a labored breath, Sarah says, guys, it was red hair.
It has red hair.
It was. I thought
Guys,
what I saw was
red hair.
It was just, that's all. That's it.
Guys, that was red hair.
That
That's
thing
what
in
we
the
saw.
woods. That was just
I'm just picturing like
floating red.
Yes, like the hand in the Addams Family, just like booping around, just red hair.
just it's red hair.
That was
Said,
good.
it has red hair. I caught my breath. It became clear that a full-ass clown was in the woods and was approaching us.
Baby, you better run so far away.
He was wearing a black cloak-like outfit. His mask was a haunting, almost blank clown face with darkened eyes and a crooked smile.
Oh, I hate it.
Chunks of red hair spotted his head. As he stepped out of the woods, we screamed. Well, Amy and Sarah did. I just kind of stood there. He tilted his head, observing us. He paced the edge as if pondering his victims. He was still a good ways away at this point. At this point, I was thinking he was perhaps a fucked up college student, as multiple college students have wandered onto the property before. I forgot to mention that they have a well-known abandoned house on their property as well that people like to visit.
Why?
Without even thinking, I began to shout at him, "This is private property!"
I love your 12-year-old asking, like, private property, motherfucker.
My friends were huddled on the edge of the trampoline, hugging each other and periodically screaming whenever he moved. "You need to leave. Do you want to be arrested?" I screamed at the approaching clown.
You're a queen.
As the clown slowly crept out of the woods, he sporadically turned his head to the side as if observing his victims again. I heard Amy whimper something beside me, clearing her throat as she repeated her inaudible sentence a bit louder. "I think he has a knife."
Ooh,
I whipped my head back to the clown, and sure enough, in his hand, the clown was clutching a long butcher knife, glinting in the low light. My friends clung to each other. Sarah had fat tears rolling down her cheeks. I cleared my throat and continued yelling my empty threats. "Do you really think that this is worth jail time? It's not too late to turn around and leave." You're a fucking queen. But this bitch was not having it. He was making his way closer and closer. We were too far from the house to run to it. He would have gotten us by then.
Oh my God.
Sarah, zip up the trampoline, I commanded. "What? Just do it." I don't know what I was thinking, but I guess I thought it would save us like 30 seconds of life if you were to take the time to unzip it to get to us.
That's a knife.
Sarah zipped it up. He was now at the edge. His dark eyes taking us in.
Oh.
Then this bitch bent down slowly and went under the trampoline. Under the trampoline.
What a fucking dickwad.
And do not read further.
I'm not going to. Okay.
Don't read further.
Okay.
Sarah and Amy were screaming for their life. He had a knife and could potentially cut through the trampoline or stab at us from underneath. But I only had one thought in my mind. Jump on his head. This was my last chance at saving us. But like, if you jump, I'm like, what if he sticks the knife up and you jump right on the knife?
I mean, that's terrible, but like, what the fuck else are you going to do? Because he could
Climb
stab
up the
your
side
booty.
of the net, man. I started to run where he was. Jade, what are you doing? Amy called after me. I prepared my leap. I was at least going to make this clown regret messing with us before he killed us. But as I ran over to him and jumped to land on his head, he came back up from under and he pulled off his mask and it was Amy's dad. The end.
Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck is wrong with Amy's dad?
It was Amy's fucking dad.
What the fuck is wrong with Amy's dad? I'm gonna go on the record and say, sir, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Amy's dad. That's
If
elite.
If my husband did that to my children, I would divorce him. What the fuck are you doing? That is years of fucking therapy
Amy's
right
dad
there.
for life.
Would you? What
No.
if John did that to your children?
These are not my children, so it's not my problem.
Not my kids. Not my
Not my
problem.
not my problem.
What the
This is
fuck?
a hilariously horrifying story.
Why did he do that to you?
Because,
That's unhinged
he was in
behavior.
the CIA.
That's unhinged behavior. I don't know if he should be in the CIA.
Oh my God. I love that story so much.
Can you imagine going back home after that and being like, Mom, Amy's
what?
dad dressed up like a fucking clown
With a knife.
approached us from inside of the woods and then crawled underneath the trampoline and then was like, oh, JK, it's Amy's dad.
I'd be like, yeah, you're not going to Amy's house ever again.
I would file charges. I don't know what kind, but I'd file them.
Do you remember, though, this is the same year that all the clowns were coming out of the woodwork? Do you remember John?
Yeah, I do remember
John
John.
loved
I was
this
going to
time.
ask you the same damn
Yeah,
question.
do you remember your husband?
Do you remember your husband? I mean, he didn't dress up at least.
No, he didn't.
But one night, I think we've probably told this story.
Probably
we were
a
talking
long
about
time ago.
all the crazy clown shit going on in 2016, and John
You'll
went
get to that, Jade.
Wait, what?
No, I said, you'll get to that, Jade. She's going back in time.
Oh yes. I'm so sorry.
I
I
was
was
like,
like, I don't understand. Goodbye. Bye, Grandma. We were talking about it one night. You'll get to that, Jade. And then John came, he like went to walk Bubba, and when he came back, he like slammed on the window.
On the window behind us.
Right where I was sitting too. So
right
I
behind us.
yeeted myself into the dining room.
And he laughed
And
so
laughed
hard.
and laughed.
That man loves that kind of shit.
He does. And usually, honestly, he's not that great at it because
No, he's
we like
usually
catch
not.
him.
Yeah,
But not
when,
that night.
When he does it, though, and it works, he loves it.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, Jade. Jade. That was great.
That stressed me
It was the
out.
way Jade really, built that one up.
Yeah.
She did the, ... He pulled off his mask, and it was Amy's dad. The end.
I thought you were going to say,
was it.
stabbed you.
No.
Holy
Just
shit.
Amy's dad.
Getting paid twice a month doesn't mean money is scarce. It just feels that way. That feeling makes you do weird stuff, like putting things on a card you didn't need to. Earnin removes that feeling. With Earnin, you can access up to $150 per day of money you've already earned, plus up to $1,000 between paychecks. Standard transfers take 1 to 2 business days with no mandatory fees, and expedited transfers start at $3.99 and cap at $5.99. 5 million people are already on it, and honestly, it's wild it didn't exist sooner. Download Earnin on the App Store or Google Play, spelled like earning money without the G. Type in Morbid under podcast when you sign up. It'll really help the show. Earnin is a financial technology company, not a bank. Access limits are based on your earnings and risk factors. Standard cash outs take 1 to 2 business days with no mandatory fees. Expedited transfers available for a fee. Tips are voluntary and don't affect the service. Available in select states. Terms and restrictions apply. Visit earnin.com for full details. Chilling crime cases are mysterious, but finding coverage shouldn't be. With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, you have options and can personalize your plan to help create an affordable price so you can get back to cracking all of life's bigger cases. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can choose to bundle and save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Head to statefarm.com to get a quote. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
All right, which one should I read next? Which one? You read most of these, didn't you?
Didn't ya?
All right, I'm going to read Listener Tale. That time the Night Stalker almost got my uncle. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. It says hi.
Almost is the key word here.
Almost. Wow. Hi, thank you for reading, and I hope you enjoy. This listener tale is attached as a double-spaced puttifa, and I have also attached some pictures of my adorable fur babies. White dog is Olive, posing with the book she was named after, and the black dog is Pax, my little soulmate. The white one only has one eye, and it reminds me of Bubba.
I know.
Oh my god, they're so beautiful, and I like Pax's sweatshirt a lot.
Oh my god.
Wow, adorable.
That's adorable.
Okay. And I put pictures of me and my best friend and my mom and I because we are huge fans of your podcast and listen all the time. Well, thank you all, and we love you. All right. Hello, beautiful ladies. My name is Marion. Feel free to use my name and any others I mention. I want to preface this with the fact that this will likely be a bit long. Insert apologies that I don't really mean here. I'm from a small town in Utah, but don't let the fact that I live in Utah fool you into thinking that my life has been simple or boring, because it has been anything but, and I have so many crazy stories to tell, from an accidental near-death experience, or multiple, to multiple different unexplicable paranormal-esque ones. Today, I'm going to tell you 2 stories that are not my own, but don't fret. I have many of my own that I may write down and send you guys in the future if you'd be interested.
Please.
We are always interested. I want to start by saying that I love your podcast for many reasons. Thank you.
Thank you.
But a huge reason is because of the completely and utterly accepting environment you amazing women have created.
Aw.
Oh, that makes me happy. As I stated before, I grew up and still live in a small and extremely religious city in Utah. Being someone that has always been incredibly into anything fantasy.
Hell yeah.
Movies, TV shows, games, and especially books. Music that my peers considered strange, at Ghost and Blue October. I haven't heard of Blue October.
They're good.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Things like the horror, thriller, and true crime genres, and I, God forbid, shopped at Hot Topic back when it was more edgy.
Hell yeah.
There's also the frequent usage of the fuck word, and cussing is not widely accepted here. I was always somewhat of an outcast and one of them weirdos. I was told my passion for fantasy was childish on a regular basis, and that my interest in true crime and similar genres was creepy, among other colorful and creative insults.
That's so terrible.
You know what I say? Fuck 'em.
You know what I say? It sounds like you're fucking cool as hell.
Yeah, you are the weirdos, mister.
Hell yeah.
And we love you. It didn't help that I'm not subscribed to a certain religion that is wildly popular in my desert state, and that I was always open about about that fact, and my interests that didn't quite fit into the standards of said religion.
Hey, to each their own. Everybody can believe whatever the fuck they want, and let everybody believe whatever the fuck they want.
Yep, live and let live.
That's what I say.
If you didn't already know, it can be considered incredibly taboo in certain highly religious areas of my home state to have more than one piercing in your ears.
Oops.
Let alone have some on your face like I do.
Oops.
Well, we'd all be fucked together.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on the dirty looks and even scrutinizing comments that I get about my tattoos.
Oops.
Another oops. I bet they're beautiful. I have one that's a Nordic, a Nordic rune with beautiful flowers. That sounds gorge.
Beautiful.
It's its meaning is a piece between a mother and a daughter that my mom and best friend and I got together as my first tattoo.
Obsessed.
Love.
Also, are you Norwegian, girl?
We are heavily Norwegian.
Hell yeah, you're heavily Norwegian.
And are genuinely obsessed with embracing our cultures.
I saw those beautiful blue eyeballs in those pictures.
Alaina loves a Norwegian.
I love it. I love a Norwegian.
John's a Norwegian.
Married a Norwegian.
Had Norwegians.
Had Norwegians.
Norwegian bibis.
Ordered those eyeballs. Special order.
Quite literally. She said that the entire time she was pregnant.
Yeah, I was like, I want blue eyeballs.
Well,
Like
all
John's.
3 of them have the gorgeousest eyeballs.
Exactly.
All 4, really.
Yeah.
We are heavily Norwegian and are genuinely obsessed with embracing our culture in all ways that we can.
Hell yeah.
However, I have had many strangers ask me things along the lines of, is that satanic or something? Like you being Norwegian?
Are you satanic?
Like, are those 2 things mutually exclusive?
It's because you're so otherworldly beautiful. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Jealous.
Yeah, I'm Norwegian. Jealous. And plenty more things that are absolutely absurd for a stranger to inquire about. The state isn't all that bad, but it's definitely unique. And these are just my personal experiences and opinions here. My amazing mother always told me, let your freak flag fly, darling. And boy, do I, with no plans of stopping.
Your mom sounds awesome.
And can we get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
To this day, she's never stopped encouraging me to completely envelop myself in all my interests, hobbies, and passions, and anything else I love.
Aw.
From going with me to Comic Cons when I have no one else to go with, to listening to all my rants and theories about the most recent shows and movies I'm watching and books that I'm reading. I also have to give my best friend Cassidy a shout out for playing a huge part in helping me in school and supporting me in all my nerd shit and always reminding me it's never annoying, even when I feel like it is.
Aw.
She's actually assisting me in writing this out because the second story is her grandma's story.
Ooh.
She is my partner in crime and my emotional support bitch.
I love both of these people.
I love all of you.
That's so cool. Your mom sounds so fucking cool. Like, that's a great mom.
That's
Just
like the
being
kind of mom I
hell
want to
yeah.
be. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's
And
the
your
kind of
best
mom you
friend.
are.
Oh, thank you. I
Yeah.
hope to be that kind of mom.
And your best friend sounds rad too.
Yeah, truly.
I'm so happy that you have like them as support.
You
'Cause-
need someone in your life, especially when you're like a nerd who hyperfixates on things. Like, hello, my name is Alaina. You need people around you that like are like, no, it's not annoying or weird.
No.
I want to hear about it. Like,
Yeah.
you need people like that.
Well, and people that don't want to hear about it are not your friends. So
yeah,
fuck
and they
'em.
really bum you. They bum you out when you're the person who's hyperfixating because they make you feel stupid about it.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
Exactly. And you shouldn't feel stupid
So I'm
about
glad you have
anything.
cool people around you that are like, fuck yeah, girl.
You deserve it. Anyway, that was a lengthy way of stating that I regularly felt like an outsider and your typical strange and quiet kid in school that wasn't actually a freaky weirdo, but was often assumed to be. These last couple years, I've been on a journey of really discovering who I am because I've been 100% allowed to for the first time in my life.
Hell yeah.
When I found your podcast and discovered the accepting of all no matter what environment, it made me realize that I can find in people my own life as
Aw.
well. I love you. You guys played a big part in that, even though you now have to read through a couple of unnecessary paragraphs of my life story before these tales. I wanted you to know.
Oh, thank you.
No, that's
that
like,
was wonderful.
and
to
it's
read.
nice to hear that.
Yeah.
Like we created that,
And that like what we're wanting to say is
Right.
coming across how we want to say it.
exactly,
That's
exactly. I love you guys.
I love you guys.
Ah. I thought you would want to know that what you guys do truly does mean a lot to many people. You're gonna make me fucking
know,
cry
damn.
right now. I'm PMSing, okay? For many reasons you may not have even realized, and even if you don't read this on the podcast, I hope you see it so you can at least read that. I also thought you would need some backstory as to why your loving environment meant so much to me, so thank you for reading and thank you for helping me realize that being interested in these things is normal.
Hell yeah.
It is. I'm also realizing as I write this that it was a long-winded way of telling everyone in the Morbid universe who my favorite Stranger Thing character
I
is.
bet I know.
Although he wasn't my favorite until he made a Lord of the Rings book reference in the woods because same Edward, same.
Yes.
As somebody whose bookshelf is mostly fantasy and who makes strange fantasy references people usually don't understand, this spoke to me on a cellular level. All right, now that I've accidentally rambled on a bit too long, let's get into the story. You did not ramble at all.
That was amazing.
The crazy story of the time that my mom's brother was nearly true crimed in the nighttime by none other than the infamous Richard Ramirez, aka the Night Stalker.
Damn.
Yep, you read that right. Drunk me coined the phrase true crimed in the nighttime, and sober me has never stopped using it since. Around the time the Night Stalker was doing his asshole true crime things, my mom was a cute little 5th grader living in California.
Oh, damn.
My young mother was obviously horrified about what could happen to her and her 2 siblings and her mother. Her dad didn't live with them, but I honestly don't think any of them were too concerned about that hoe. I have talked to her about this and all of her memories of the time, which she still remembers vividly. I thought you guys might find an inside perspective from someone who was directly affected and traumatized by the horrible things this man did interesting. She can still recall the voices of reporters on the news with startling accuracy and remembers almost every detail about the case, including the fact that it was people in the neighborhood not too far away from her own that finally took down that motherfucking living personification of greasy bog water.
The best takedown of a piece of shit.
That
in
video
history.
is the best
In
ever.
history.
I wish every criminal was caught like that.
I
Like,
do too.
California, baby.
That's great.
Unfortunately, before he was taken down in an epic citizen's arrest, my mom was not sleeping at night. She would stay up all night staring into her backyard and watching the family dog to see if anything startled her. She assumed that if anyone were to try to break in, that the dog would be alerted. The fact that she was 5 years old and worried about
5th
this.
grade.
Oh, 5th grade. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm silly.
But either way.
I mean, still you're so
a
young.
baby.
You're like 10 or like 11. I don't fucking know.
Like,
You're
I
young.
don't know.
You're so young.
Yeah, baby.
Ah! Now, There was one dreary night that my grandma was out of the house for a little while. My 10 or 11-year-old mom, see, I should have fucking read that first, was staring out the window at the backyard, her eyes trained on the family's sleeping golden retriever. There was a stocky tree right outside of her bedroom window, and the leaves began to rustle. The only thing her young brain could think of was that the noise had belonged to the Night Stalker. There was no other possibility. It couldn't have been her black cat, Putty, who loved being outside and climbing trees. Of course, when in a state of current terror and constant general panic, the human brain is seldom wired to think clearly. So she did what any terrified 10-ish-year-old kid would do, and she promptly called the police and told them that the Night Stalker was trying to break into her house.
Honestly, good for her.
You know what? You'd
Yeah,
rather be
better
safe,
be safe.
than sorry.
Yeah.
Within a few minutes, the police showed up. The Night Stalker was nowhere to be found, but better safe than sorry.
There you go. Overreact.
Or, in this case, serial murdered.
Yeah.
The police did their due diligence and searched the premises before clearing it, but my mother's anxieties did not stop there. Far from it. She did not sleep for months because of her ongoing fears. If he were to show up at her house, she wanted to know immediately so she could alert the rest of her family and hopefully keep them safe.
Oh.
Luckily, he never did show up at their house. She remembers hearing about every single time there were new victims on the news and her terror rising, wondering if her family would be next.
Oh, that must have been awful.
Seriously. One night, her older brother decided he was going to stay over at a friend's house. This was a little worrisome for obvious reasons, but they promised to be safe, so my grandma okayed it. You can imagine the horror of the next morning when they heard that the Night Stalker had struck again on the same street where my uncle had stayed the night before. Dickhole Ramirez had struck on that street in the house that was right next door to the one my uncle had slept over at. There's some debate between my mom and grandma about whether it was the house right next door or if it was the one 2 houses down.
Either way.
But my mom says she's positive it was next door, so we'll go with that.
I believe your mom.
Honestly. It's so fortunate that he didn't become a victim, but it is extremely unfortunate that the next door neighbors did. My mom can't remember the name of the family that this did end up that did end up his victims, but does remember that her family somewhat knew them. Of course, we're all so thankful he didn't choose the house my uncle was in, but it's weird to feel glad about it because it was another family and people who also didn't deserve it instead.
Oh, that's so awful.
I know. There are undoubtedly a lot of conflicting emotions there.
It's like survivor's guilt.
It is, yeah, like a different kind of form of it. My uncle's now grown up to be a cop who has taken down some really awful dudes.
Oh, badass.
So big that he and his family had to go to a witness protection once, which is part of the reason why the only names I've given are me and my best friends.
Damn.
That's wild.
Wow.
My mom has grown up to be an amazing nurse who helped so many people, and same with my aunt. My grandma's still around, and even though we don't always see eye to eye, we do generally get along because they're all always there for me whenever I need them. I can't imagine what would have happened if any of them had been the victim of that shit-kicking ass clown.
Shit-kicking ass clown is exactly what he was.
Love that so much. Now, if you aren't tired of my writing yet, then I have another story about someone else I know who was almost true crimed in the nighttime by an infamous serial killer here in Utah. His name was Ted Bundy. You may have heard of him.
Never heard of him.
No. Some backstory to how I know this one. I met my current best friend close to 6 years ago when I was a junior in high school. I met her through a coworker, and a little bit later, she became a coworker as well. We were acquaintances for a little while, and then it wasn't long until we were best fucking friends. It's crazy how fast I went from thinking she was a chill person I wanted to know better to suddenly knowing that if anyone even looked at her wrong, I would promptly be ready to aggressively throw these hands directly into their face. These hands are a Class 2 weapon, and I am not afraid to use them.
Hell yeah.
Now back to the story. This particular evening, Bundy decided to wait for a victim in the parking lot of Viewmont High School in Centerville, Utah. This is about 5 minutes from where I live now. Holy shit, that's crazy. My friend's grandma was going to drill practice at the school, which was her high school at the time. When she got out of the car, he approached her and gave his usual crusty, dusty lines about needing help to fix his lame car. She basically told him, sorry, I don't know anything about cars, gotta go, I'm late, and continued hurrying into the school. If you've ever been on a drill team or met someone in charge of one, you know that they do not fuck around.
She was like, nope, I gotta go.
She was like, I am late and I must go. I think even the most selfless and helpful person on this planet would not have stopped to help him if they were keeping the coach of a drill team waiting.
There you go.
Also, get inside that schoolgirl, fresh air is for dead people. By the time she left, he was no longer there. Sadly, he did come back later that night and take a different girl from Viewmont who did theater and was heading home after a school play she'd participated in.
I think it was Debra Kent.
Yeah, I think
she was
you're
only
right.
like 17 years old.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think she was there actually, if I remember correctly, she was picking up her brother from school.
Oh.
Yeah, like from the play. I think
like he was in the play?
like the play was going on and she was picking him up, I believe.
Oh, that's so sad.
And I think she was one that like he strangely kept at his home for a little while. They don't know
Yeah.
exactly how long. It was a very strange one.
He had like such a weird,
Yeah,
like everything was like a little bit different
Yeah,
with each
it was
case.
very strange.
So it's just like scary and so sad.
Only 17.
Oh my God, you're so young. Like your whole life ahead
Yeah.
of you. Well, when she heard about the missing girl, she immediately thought about the man in the parking lot and the fact that the girl went missing from her school. She then remembered there was a serial killer at large and thought that was most likely him and could have easily been her. Once that intolerable bastard was caught and his face was plastered all over the news, her grandma recognized him and the car they said he drove. She wasn't one to give any stranger the time of day because fuck people you don't know. But if she had simply been on time to her drill practice, she could have been Ted Bundy's victim that night. Again, I'm glad she wasn't his victim because I wouldn't have my best friend if she had been. But just like my uncle, it's hard to be completely glad when you know that someone else was still victimized instead. Thank you, ladies, for taking the time to read this long fucking thing, and I hope it wasn't too long or boring. Cassidy and I absolutely love your podcast, and I think we'd shit our grown-ass pants if we heard y'all reading it in your amazing storytelling voices. Your banter is the best and reminds us of ourselves and the way we constantly bounce off of each other. If you'd like to hear any supernatural, psychic, or near-death experience stories, yes please, then we would be happy to send them to you.
Please do.
I've also attached pictures of my adorable animals because they deserve some recognition for their adorableness.
Always.
And we love them.
Love them.
We also have a haunted, spooky road here in good old Utah if you'd like to hear about it. Yes. Congrats to Ash and Drew on the engagement/wedding. Thank you. And congrats to Alaina on the book. My nerd ass bought it and read it so fast that my mom and I are praying for a sequel.
You are getting one.
I have read a lot of the sequel and it is great. I hope to be a published author one day too, and seeing other people succeed is always inspiring and motivating.
Hell yeah, you can do it.
P.S. I am obsessed with the cover.
Oh, thank you.
Keep it weird, but not so weird that you're almost true crimed in the nighttime. Love, Cassidy and Marion.
Holy shit, that was so good.
I love you guys. You're so
I
cute.
love you guys. All right, so my next listener tale is called Girl, I Thought I Was Dead.
Girl, I'm glad you're not.
So it says, hey guys, it's me, your non-binary, they, them, pal, Amelie. And thank you for that pronunciation. You said pronounced like Emily, but with an A in the beginning. Amelie.
I know a person named Amelie, so I'm assuming.
So it says, before I begin my I thought I died and saw Jesus story, I have to add the obligatory I love you segment. Morbid was the first podcast I ever listened to, and ma'am, y'all set the bar way too high for other podcasts. Thank you so much. Listening to Morbid is like talking to my best friends.
You guys are your best friends.
We are. You guys are also part of what inspired me to study the criminology program at my university.
Oh,
hell
yeah.
Well, you guys and the fact that I was raised watching CSI before bedtime since kindergarten.
Relatable.
Only kid in middle school that knew what the English word corpse... Hold on, sorry, I'm reading this too far away from my old eyes. That knew what the English words were for corpse, tombstone, graveyard, and autopsy. Needless to say that our English teacher was impressed yet slightly worried about that. But hey, making people a wee bit worried mixed with scared is what this trash mammal does best, even without even trying. Some call it actively making poor life choices, but I like to think of it like future Amelie's problem. Anyway, below I've added my story in the form of a putafa. Feel free to shorten it if you want. Now read and enjoy, please. And sorry for spelling grammar errors. Never be sorry. All the best, Amelie. Let's see. It says, Act 1, you beautiful human.
Oh my
Acts,
God.
You separated these into.
That's cool.
History of St. Lucia.
I was just looking at a property in St. Lucia, not to buy.
I was like, what the fuck?
I'm going to go buy a property in St. Lucia.
I literally was like, what
Your
the
face
fuck?
was hilarious.
I was just looking at a property in St. Lucia. I was like, what? Who are you? The fuck?
Who the fuck are you?
It just shook me to my core.
Yeah, I'm moving.
To St. Lucia. What?
There's this really cool, I think it's like, I don't know if you call it a resort. That's why I just said property.
Like,
but
what?
it's like a like vacation place where you can stay and there's like no walls in the hotel room and you have a view of this mountain. I think it's called Jade Mountain.
Ooh, that's
It
beautiful.
looks cool. I was like, whoa.
I think they're talking about a celebration of St. Lucia, but
I'd like to go now.
I didn't want to cut you off. I was like, I'm going to let her finish.
You shouldn't have let me finish. Sometimes
But yes,
sometimes
St.
you
Lucia
cannot let me
is-
finish. I'm just going to sip my
I
Dr.
tried
Pepper.
to say that as nice as I could. So this story takes place on the 13th of December, 2018. Here in Sweden, every year, we celebrate St. Lucia, which I know is not really something you guys have in the US of A. So I'll add a bit of background. Feel free to skip if I bore you. I love
Never.
this stuff. Also know that I've not slept well, so things might be wilding.
Things are always wilding in these parts, as you just saw.
As you just heard. St. Lucia is said to have lived in Sicily between the years 286 to 304.
Picture it.
So if I get things wrong about the legend, just remember that I've never met the woman. Anyway, this dude, Diocletianus.
Tinius. I don't know.
You know what?
Diocletianus.
We're going to try.
Diocletianus. Or tenacious?
Tenacious D. Tenacious Dio.
Wait. You know what exists?
Pronouncenames.com.
Pronouncenames.com.
We're going to do this.
I hope we get the French guy.
I do too. I love that guy.
This is easy.
He's easy.
Ooh, he's a daddy either way. I don't know if you're supposed to say that about gods, but he is.
You can.
I did. So, all right, are you ready?
Diocletian.
We were nowhere near that.
All right, well, that.
Diocletian.
But you know what? They gave me a good little, AKA, one of the last Roman emperors who just didn't vibe with Christianity.
Oh, so he is a zaddy.
Yeah, there you go. He gave the order to burn all Christian books, churches were to be torn, and leaders of Christianity were to be killed.
Okay, not zaddy energy. That is the opposite of zaddy energy. Zaddy doesn't kill. Zaddy shall not kill.
Woo! As an empath, I think he did not like Christianity, but I don't know.
I feel like I'd go out on a limb there.
Our girl Lucia, name meaning something like carrier of light, remember this, came from a relatively well-off family, work, and was raised by a mother since her father died when she was young, not work. As a child, she took a vow of chastity and wished to give to the poor.
Sweet.
This was not something she told anyone, even her own mother. This ended up as a wee problem when she grew up and her mother wanted to marry her off to a man who was not Christian. But our girl was able to postpone the engagement every time while praying to God to save her from this marriage. Her mother, however, got sick with an incurable disease. So after some persuading by Lucia, they went, she's not saint yet, went to Saint Agatus, I hope I'm saying this right, grave to pray for a cure.
This part of the show is brought to you by Anua, the Korean skincare brand known for scientific, gentle, yet effective formulations. The latest from Anua is the Retinol Collagen Gua Sha Cream, a firming cream with a gua sha-shaped tip built right in. Have you guys heard of gua sha? It's that viral massage tool that moves fluid and tension out of your face. Less puffiness, a snatched jawline, honey, more definition in your face. Retinol firms and reduces fine lines, and collagen keeps your skin plump and structured. This cream has both of those things, arguably the most optimal combo for that snatched, lifted look all in one step. I am obsessed with the Gua Sha cream. First of all, it feels so cool to the touch when you put that on your face. It's just like, this is lovely. It's like a little spa treatment that you can give yourself. I like to do mine at night after I get out of the shower. I rub the cream on my face with the little gua sha. I'm sculpting that jawline, honey. I got it on the cheekbones. And actually, I had a facial the other day, and the lady doing my facial, the professional, she said, "Do you use a gua sha at home?" And I said, "I do." And I said, "How did you know that?" And she said, "I didn't have those little bumps in my chin or different areas like that." So she could tell that I was using the gua sha. And I said, "Oh my God." I just feel like I wake up less puffy in the morning when I do it the night before. But you can do it whenever you want to. I, 10 out of 10, recommend this product. The Anua Gua Sha Cream Value Set is available at anua.com, already discounted. Use code MORBID for an extra 10% off. That's ANUA.com, code MORBID. The Sherwin-Williams summer sale is here. Get 30% off select paints and stains or 35% off their newest product, Emerald Symmetry, July 17th through the 27th. Whether you're looking to refresh your interior or your exterior, they've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Agatus?
I'm going to look it up.
Probably Agatus.
Oh, here we go. No, you can't get my autograph. You're supposed to say nice to meet you, Pam. The fuck?
Names.com.
Agatha.
Agatha. All
Leave all that in.
Agatus.
You're supposed to say nice to meet you, Pam.
Mikey just goes, what is happening?
It's like a preview for an A24 movie.
So Saint Agatus is said to have shown themselves to Lucia, saying something like, sis, why are you asking me when your faith has already healed her?
Direct quote.
And so her mother was healed and promised Lucia that she wouldn't have to get married. Instead, the dowry was given to the in-need in Sicily.
Picture it.
The suitor was real mad that he was rejected, cue eye roll, and tattled on her to our guy.
Diocletian.
That guy.
Right?
Sounds awesome. And Lucia was then arrested and tortured. However, she never gave up her faith. She was then ordered to become a sex worker at a brothel, not really how I would personally describe what happened. As she was to be taken to the brothel, she was placed in this like cart thing, can't remember the English word for it, that was to be pulled by oxens. It was discovered that the cart was frozen to the ground. Then boiling oil was instead poured on her, but she was not hurt. Last attempt to kill her was to stab her with a sword straight through her neck, but she did not die, not until someone came to do the anointing of the sick. Other versions of the legend include one where a man is said to have fallen in love with her eyes, which prompted her to tear her eyes out and send them to him on a plate. That's
bad
my
bitch.
version of the story.
That's bad bitch energy. Amanda's like, you have the most beautiful eyes, and you
she's
just
like,
look
"You
right
want
at
'em?"
him, and then you rip them out of your
put 'em
fucking
on a
face.
plate.
And you're like, eat them if you think they're so beautiful.
You like my eyes?
Eat them.
Now, apparently, this made the man go and get
I
baptized.
bet
and
it fucking
apparently,
did.
Yeah,
That man
maybe.
found Jesus.
And apparently, she was later given new, even more beautiful eyes by a miracle.
So, like, you rip your eyes out and then you get new ones?
Yeah.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
She's like, use these up. And then she's like, I would like new ones,
fuck.
please.
The thought of somebody plopping their eyes out really
Pluck.
upsets me.
Now, during the 1300s in Sweden, we celebrated Lucia during one of the darkest nights in order to call for the light to scare off the evils in the dark. I love Sweden. Today, we celebrate Lucia in church and even in schools.
Do you guys all rip your eyeballs out together?
I hope not. Also, you know who's from Sweden.
Tobias Forge.
Yeah, we love Sweden
could
over
never
here.
forget.
In schools, all participating children are dressed up in these white dresses. They wrote ? With traditionally all the girls wearing wreaths. Young kids usually wear wreaths that are more sparkly because why not?
Hell yeah.
And the guys wear this cone-looking hat with stars.
That's fun as
That sounds like a
fuck.
wizard hat.
Sounds like a great
It's like
time.
Merlin. In kindergartens, you can sometimes see some kids dressed as mini Santas or even gingerbread men.
America sucks.
Anyways, all the girls also wear this red ribbon around their waist that symbolizes the blood Lucia shed for her faith.
That's metal.
And they say, I know, really metal.
I actually didn't even read that when I said that.
Everyone also carries one lit candle during the whole thing, electric ones for the kiddos.
That's smart.
This also causes multiple people to faint every year. Also very metal of us. And no one really does anything to stop this.
Wait, but like, why do you guys faint?
I don't know. I love that they said also very metal of us.
They don't give you refreshments?
And no one really does anything to stop this? ?
That's
We just have
upsetting.
buckets of water close by and tell everyone that if they feel dizzy to blow their candle out for a while. Oh, because they're all walking around with a lit candle in a room together. It's getting hot. And they're dressed in these things.
Oh.
It
Okay.
says it is wild. And in
It
the very
is.
front of this choir is the Lucia, traditionally played by a girl. But you know what? It's 2023, so let's skip the boy versus girl things.
Hell yeah.
The Lucia is dressed in the same white gown and red ribbon, but instead of a wreath, they wear this crown with like 7 lit candles on it.
That's danger.
Anyway, this Lucia choir then sings a bunch of songs, and then we eat these really good saffron buns to celebrate.
Have you ever had saffron?
I have.
It's delicious.
It is. Act 2, vibing with Jesus.
Never done that.
So in 2018, when I, a then 15-year-old, was part of the local church's youth choir, I was to be that year's Lucia.
Oh, wow.
This was big for me, since I had never been Lucia after some kids said that I can't be Lucia since I'm brown.
Fuck
me
them.
being South Asian, and that I should be a gingerbread man instead.
What
And
a bunch of
yes,
racist brats.
and yes, I was a gingerbread man during Lucia in kindergarten. Anyway, casual racism aside, I was hyped to be the Lucia. That
Get
is
you-
a lot of racism.
yeah, get you a you who can do both.
Hell yeah. However, I also have a record of random health problems. I'm basically proof that survival of the fittest doesn't really work in a modern society, some of which include random dizziness, but I never fainted, at least, foreshadowing. This was obviously something we worried about, so we made sure that during the performance, we had someone in the very front making sure that I don't faint and is ready with supplying me with water to drink, and to make sure that I don't get turned into South Asian barbecue by 7 candles on my head. In this case, it was a priest, and let me just say, she looked at me and kept moving her head around like we were in a 1-versus-1 basketball match.
She was like, I'm not letting you go down, baby.
No way. We begin with the whole church lights out. There were like, I think 100 to 200 people in the audience. So when everyone was seated, we lit our candles and started walking and singing. All good, a bit nervous, but you know what a dark church with only a few candles lit while we are singing. Our whole show was also without any instrument is a vibe. We sang a couple of songs. All is well. The priest is still doing her little moves to check if I was good, so I gave her a thumbs up. But then I started feeling a bit warm, and soon I felt like the world was spinning.
Oh, no.
At this point, I was like, oh, this is not ideal. And I remember looking at the priest still singing and just shaking my head to show all is not well anymore.
Oh, no.
Then it all got dark. When I opened my eyes again, all I saw was the blurry figure of a woman with long blonde hair smiling, looking down at me. And behind her, I saw Jesus on the crucifix and this bright light.
The fuck?
At this point, I remember thinking, welp, I guess I'm dead. Jesus and an angel are here to collect my soul. I was also confused, not by the fact that I had apparently died. No. But because, as I may have failed to mention earlier, I am Buddhist. How hard did I die to see someone else's God? Why was I, a Buddhist, in a Christian choir? I don't know. I was just vibing. But was I not supposed to be reincarnated? Did I turn the wrong corner in the afterlife?
Oh, no.
During this confusion, the angel began speaking to me. She said in a calm voice, "Hey, Amelie, do you know who I am?" I was silent since, well, me dying and ending up in Christian heaven, like, where's Buddha? She then laughs a bit at my silence before saying, "No, of course not. We've never met before." Okay, then why do you ask me? I mean, y'all not get some kind of training from God before doing this? Like, how can you be underfunded in heaven? I can take being dead, like, oh, chill. But do y'all not have a functional working system up here? Damn. During my mental tirade, the angel then says, "You fainted." "Oh, I'm alive. Chill. I fainted? That's neat. Never done that before."
I'm alive. Chill. Being alive is like the least chill ever.
But I fainted? That's neat. Never done that before. Turns out the angel was like a doctor or something. Something who was apparently in the crowd. And the light was just the ceiling lamps that were turned on after I fainted.
Oh, so you came to. So you thought you died, but this was really just you coming to.
And seeing the light.
Oh, so you're still Buddhist. So you're
still
good.
Buddhist.
You
You're
didn't see
okay.
Jesus.
So they said it's just the ceiling lamps that were turned on after I fainted. Well, what I saw as Jesus was just chilling was the crucifix that hung from the ceiling. They were in a
Wow.
church. While my vision was almost completely back to normal, I finally started to notice that the show was still going on.
It must.
Everyone was still singing, and when the current song was done, my choir teacher ran up to me and asked, "You want to rest, or do you want to keep going?" I, as the rational person I am, and knowing that, oh boy, I'm still dizzy, said, "Yeah, sure, let's keep going."
Oh my God.
You can't stop a they from a sleigh.
Fucking iconic behavior. Iconic.
As I got helped up, I noticed that they had removed the crown. Apparently, as I fainted, my choir teacher was able to run up and scoop up the crown before I hit the floor. Honestly, very impressive. As I stood up, I felt the priest putting on the crown. I heard the sound of my teacher using the lighter to light the candles, which I did not know they were going to do since it all went so well the first time. But in for a penny, in for a pound, I guess. When all the candles were lit, a man in the audience yelled out, "Hooray for the Lucia!" and started applauding. And with that confidence boost, I decided that I will make it through the show, candles on fire or not. And so we kept singing, and after the show was done, I was damn proud of myself. I got some minor, "What are you doing? Sit down and rest. This is the last time you are Lucia," from my friends, but the adrenaline kept me alive and full of energy. That day, I got lots of hugs from random people in the audience saying that they were so proud of me. And honestly, writing this, I still am smiling by the kindness of everyone who was there. And apparently, from what I heard, I fainted very elegantly. A dramatic back of my hand to my forehead and all.
Oh, hell
Some
yeah.
thought for a few seconds it was part of the show because it was so theatrical. So at least I kept slaying till the very end.
Can't stop a they from a sleigh. I love that so
I
much.
love that. This may not have been the normal crime or supernatural listener tale, but hey, I thought believing I saw the wrong afterlife was close enough.
And it
was.
absolutely
I hope
was.
you enjoyed reading it, and if not, I included another file in my mail with an attempt of animating one of my favorite morbid moments. And as always, keep it weird, but not so weird you think you died and came to the wrong afterlife.
That's
Amelie,
incredible.
that was amazing.
I'm quite literally obsessed with you.
Truly amazing. Just the way you wrote that is chef's kiss.
So good. So good.
Chef's kiss.
Wait,
I'm also looking up Amelie because they gave us their Instagram.
I was literally just going to do that. Oh, this is it.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. That's so cool.
This is the coolest.
Oh,
They drew us as two like superheroes.
I liked it.
I am also liking it and following you because
You made us
hell
look
yeah.
ripped.
'Cause
You're my
you made
best
us
friend
look
now.
Awesome.
My God.
You are really talented.
That's so impressive.
Holy shit.
That's so cool. The detail on my belt is a planchette.
Hell yeah.
That's so fun. You are
Amelie.
also ripped. Look at your arms.
That's badass. And I love that color.
I know, and that's when I have my purple hair.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for doing that.
I know. Thank you. You
You
talented.
rule. Crazy talented.
You are crazy talented. I'm going to read my next listener tale, How a Butter Knife and My Friend's Manly Yell Probably Saved My Life.
Let's go.
I'm just making sure I can read the name.
Let's go.
It says I can. Hello, weirdos. My name is Riley. Feel free to use my name and the names in the story. I have attached a double space putafa to this email. Also, do people usually write putafa, or do you just read putafa as putafa? I need to know. Yes, I read PDF as putafa, and when people write putafa, I read it as putafa. So basically, no matter what you say, we'll say putafa. Anyways, I will absolutely freak out if this gets read on your podcast. I've been listening for years and absolutely adore you guys. Your witty banter and humor has me almost peeing my pants and laughing out loud to myself, which often creeps my fiance out when I have AirPods in because it just sounds like I'm randomly laughing standing in the middle of the kitchen. I'm realizing that last sentence might not make sense, so let me explain that. We live in a house built in 1895 and some very creepy stuff has been happening. My fiance came up to me the day after we moved in and said, "Why did you just say my name?" I calmly said, "I did not. I was on the other side of the house." And he says, "Someone or something," ooh, spooky, just whispered his name right into his ear. We both about pooped our pants and the weird stuff has continued. My fiance has always said he will believe in ghosts once he experiences something, and boy has he. So I'm kind of down with the spooky stuff as long as it makes him finally realize that ghost spirits, or whatever you want to call them, are real. I just keep talking out loud to the ghost saying, "Please just let me know what you need in a non-creepy way and I can do it for you."
Hell
But
yeah.
enough of the creepy whispering and knocking things over when I'm alone and enjoying some of that sweet green Washington herb. If anything major happens, I will be sure to write in again, but as of now, I think that it is a nice ghost. Anyways, that is not what this story is about, so let's get into it. How a butter knife and my friend's manly yell probably saved my life. I met my best friend Hannah during my freshman year of college at the University of Arizona. We both didn't love the college or the vibe, so halfway through our first year, we said screw it and both applied to study abroad in Orvieto, Italy,
Oh, that sounded nice.
I hope.
I liked it.
Okay, cool, thanks. For the first semester of sophomore year. Fast forward a few months and we both got accepted to study abroad and we were working our summer jobs in order to pay for all the amazing things we were about to experience in Italy. We were only 19, so one of the main things we were excited about was that we could legally be able to drink. Woohoo!
Woo!
I mean, seriously, when we landed in Rome, the first thing we did was go to the bar and get a drink before even checking if our train was on schedule, but I digress. So we get to Orvieto, I hope. Can you look it up for me?
Ooh.
Orvieto.
Ooh.
You're welcome. Orvieto.
I like it.
I don't know if in Italy you roll your R like that, so I won't. So we get to Orvieto, right?
Yeah.
Orvieto, God.
Yeah.
And we meet all of our roommates and are loving experiencing the culture, food, and people in the small town of Orvieto. During the month of October, we got a fall break, which meant we got 2 weeks off of school to travel and experience life abroad. Our roommate Allison, me, and Hannah all decided it would be fun to travel to Greece for part of our fall break. We would first fly to Athens and stay there for a few nights, and then from Athens, we would fly to Mykonos. We booked our Airbnbs for both Athens and Mykonos, and before we knew it, we were on our flight to Athens. When we got to Athens, we had to take a train from the airport to where we were staying, and this was a challenge because none of us could speak or read Greek. But after a few hours, we finally figured it out, and we're stepping off the train into not beautiful. We were stepping into what we did not know at the time was one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Greece.
Great.
Awesome. It was dark, and we pretty much sprinted to our Airbnb from the train station and did not leave until the next morning to go into the actual town of Athens and explore. Ha! Tricked you. Nothing bad happens in Athens, even though it would have made more sense based on where we were staying. Now it's time to go to Mykonos. Mykonos. It just reminds me of wasn't that where Lindsay Lohan's reality show was?
Oh, was it?
Wasn't it like the one that she had with MTV? I never finished watching it, but I think it was in Mykonos.
I don't think I ever actually watched it. I only listened to Sup podcast.
Sexy Unique podcast. I love that show. I think it was Mykonos. So we got on our plan to fly from Athens to Mykonos. I meant to say plane. And then we find our beautiful Airbnb. It's a ground level studio that opens up to the blue and white cobblestone streets of Greece with blue shutters. And we basically realize we are living out our Mamma Mia dreams.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. The studio is one room, and in that room is the kitchen and an area for 3 twin beds. Then there's a little door off to the side where the bathroom is. The kitchen is near the front door, and there's a little sink with shutters above it. Now, it is important to note for the story that most windows in Greece are just shutters. 2 shutters on the inside and 2 on the outside that hook together. There is no glass. So we're settling into our Airbnb, and it's about 8 p.m. when we decide we should go out for some drinks. We start walking around the town and find this bar that's right on the water. When we walk in, there's a small wedding party going on, and they're handing out free drinks to everyone and blasting Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia.
Here I go again. Staying at this bar was an... Getting scared is one thing. Getting a thrill is, well, you want more of those in your life. The Genesis GV70 is built to thrill, baby. A thrilling yet elegant design always makes driving the GV70 an exciting adventure. Its powerful athletic stance screams performance and turns heads. Everybody's looking at you, girl, or boy, or whoever. Command the road and experience a class-leading standard 300 horsepower. Oh my God. Plus, discover the different dynamic drive modes for all different terrains. Choose between the different terrain modes for whatever road conditions you may encounter. The Genesis GV70's award-winning technology and performance lets you drive with comfort and drive with confidence all at the same time. It's an exciting SUV with intuitive tech that can make your ride smooth even when the road isn't. And its blind spot cameras allow you to see what's next to you. It's like having eyes on the side of your head. That's pretty iconic. Its performance, by the way, is measured not only in power, but in how it makes you feel confident, sexy. The Genesis GV70. Learn more at genesis.com and feel the GV70. The best summer pieces are the ones you end up wearing on repeat. Comfortable, versatile, and somehow right for almost every occasion. Quince makes it easy to create a summer wardrobe that you'll love, with elevated essentials made from premium materials like European linen, organic cotton, and washable silk, without the traditional retail markup. I love that! Quince's 100% European linen pants, dresses, and tops are the pieces that you absolutely will reach for all summer long. I absolutely love their linen. I have so many pairs of their linen pants, which you can dress up or you can dress down in the summer. Like, say you're going to a nice dinner, you can pair it with like a silk shirt, a really cute necklace, some good, makeup and an updo. Or if you're just looking for a more casual look, you can do the linen pants with like a loose button-up shirt and you still look really chic, kind of like, I don't know, Diane Keaton vibes, I kind of think. Also, it's not just apparel. Quince also offers elevated essentials for your home, from bedding and bath to kitchen essentials and furniture. They have it all, honey. I am a big lover of Quince, and I really do think you will be too. Make your summer wardrobe feel easier. Go to quince.com/morbid for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/morbid for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/morbid. Obvious and easy choice. All three of us are having the best time drinking, meeting people from all over the world, and just dancing the night away. Around 1 a.m., we decide that it's time to go back to our Airbnb, so we head out. After walking for a minute, we kind of realize we are not too sure how to get home, but the island is small and we generally know where our place is. We keep walking, and something in my gut tells me to turn around. When I do, I see a man walking just far away enough from us to notice him. He shouts at us, "Hi, girls, do you need some help?"
Just like that.
I don't know, it just came to me.
Hi, girls.
He's in Greece.
Need some help.
Hi, girls, do you need some help?
You hear that in Greece?
Run.
That's not Greece.
I don't know, I just wanted to yell it like that. My morbid brain immediately jumps into action, and I say, no, we are fine. Screw the thank you and being polite. There's no room to be nice when it's dark and you're kind of lost in a different country.
Bye.
So we keep walking and are chatting to each other when I turn around again, and the man is still behind us. We know where we are now and are only about 1 minute from our place, and my gut was telling me, don't show him where you live.
Hell yeah.
You get it. There's a corner coming up, and as I turn to take it, I yank both of my friends by their shirts around the corner, and we crouch down behind a small wall to hide.
Good for you.
The man walks right past us. We realize our front door is directly across from where we are. Once the man is out of sight, me and my friends run to the front door, unlock it, and go inside. My heart is racing. Hannah goes to lay down in one of the beds, but I suggest to Allison that we barricade the door and the windows, so if he somehow saw where we live and tries to get in, then all the stuff will fall over and wake us up. So,
Smart.
Very smart. So, we stack our suitcases and chairs in front of the front door, and then we stack plates and cups in front of the window above the sink.
That's so smart.
That was really smart.
That's
and like,
what my mom did in Boston.
And that's
when
what I
the
was
Boston
just-
Strangler was around.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
And to think of that, like, after a night of drinking is especially, I'm like, hell
That's
yeah.
very impressive.
We also agree that we should grab some type of defense tool from the kitchen. But when we begin looking for something, all the Airbnb has is frickin' butter knives. Butter knives. I can't even cut butter straight out of the fridge with a butter knife, but it'll have to do. So Allison and I grab the butter knives, setting one next to peacefully sleeping Hannah, and we get into our beds. We decide to keep the lights on because that shit was scary, and after about 30 minutes, we both fall asleep. Around 4 a.m., I wake up and hear a noise. It sounds like the shutters above the sink are banging against each
I
other.
don't like that.
I decide to wake Allison up, and I say, hey, do you hear that noise? It sounds like the shutters are moving. She's half asleep and says, it's probably just the wind. In my mind, I'm thinking, the wind? We just got followed home and barricaded the door in fear, but also she could be right, and I'm probably paranoid. So I get back into my bed and keep my eyes locked on the shutters above the kitchen sink. As I do, the banging gets louder, and I see them begin to shake in and out of the window slot. This time, I spring out of bed with my butter knife and shake Allison awake. She immediately looks at the shutters and goes, okay, probably not the wind. We both quietly and slowly walk over to the shutters, Allison in front and me directly behind her. Our pitiful butter knives are held up near our ears, and Allison opens the shutters.
You went from A's to ears.
Ears.
It was like A's.
Ears. when you really have to pronounce an R for some reason, it does just go like southern.
It gets had.
Ears.
It's hard to pronounce.
Hard.
An R.
I must go. There, halfway through our window, is the man who followed us home with a black ski mask pulled over his face.
That.
Kill him.
Kill him.
We lock eyes, and my friend Allison lets out the manliest scream yell that I have ever heard.
So maybe it was her that was saying that earlier.
Hey, girls. Hey, girls.
So it was Allison.
She's like, oh. Like, what is a manly yell?
I'm just picturing. You see this intruder in your window, and you're just like,
Oh! The face that went along with that just made me spit everywhere. Oh, man. The man freezes, then quickly backs out of the shutters and runs down the street. Alice and I slam the shutters closed and run to grab our phones. Hannah's awake at this point, and we're all pretty much just shitting our pants.
the manly screaming for me.
It's great. We huddle on the bed as Allison calls the police, but the language barrier is making it impossible for them to know where we're located. The police simply state that they're on their way and hang up. At this point, it's about 4:30 a.m. I FaceTime my mom to let her know what's going on, and she is freaking out, but also calming me down. I start to feel sick, partially because my hangover is starting to make an appearance, and partially because I'm traumatized, and I throw up in the trash can.
I would too.
Honestly. 30 minutes later, the police still aren't there, so we call them back, and they ask us if we can go outside in the dark to try to find them.
On.
I grabbed the phone. It was not my best moment, and start yelling at them to freaking find us before the man comes back, and that no, I will not be going outside when he could be waiting right there.
Honestly, your finest moment. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
All the police say is that they'll continue to try to find us. We all sit on the bed waiting for them to arrive, keeping in contact with our family. When the police finally do arrive, it is 8 a.m. Yup. 8 a.m. It took them over 3 hours to find us when we were literally in the heart of Mykonos.
Wow.
That's upsetting. When they get there, they ask us questions and we try to explain what happened to the best of our ability. When we finally go outside, we see a huge black footprint on the window platform where he tried to come in.
Jeez.
That's terrifying. They take our statements and leave, saying they'll update us if they find anything. We never heard from them again.
Awesome.
After the police left, we notified the Airbnb host about what happened, and she was just an angel. She gave us a full refund, apologized profusely, saying that nothing like this has ever happened at the Airbnb, and even recommended a safe hotel on the
Aw.
island. What a mama bear. We got out of that Airbnb so fast and went to check into the hotel. That night in the hotel, we barricaded everything again, just in case, and all slept huddled together.
Aw.
We ended up staying in Mykonos, and it still is my favorite place I visited while studying abroad, so don't let this story stop you from going. Maybe just know where your Airbnb is and get home before 1 a.m.
There you go.
I'm still left wondering what he wanted. Us, our passports, money, who knows? All I know is screw that guy.
Truly.
Honestly. When we got back home from studying abroad, I got broken into 2 more times.
Wow.
No, I was not drunk. Yes, the doors were locked. Yes, I was being smart and safe. I guess I just attract this stuff. I've
Wow,
gone to
the
therapy.
odds.
For real. I've gone to therapy because having this happen to you 3 times messes with you pretty
Yeah.
bad. And I'm happy to say that I'm doing better. Oh, I'm glad. We got a dog. Her name is Daisy, and she makes me feel so safe.
Oh,
She
dogs
actually,
are the best.
They know.
They'll fuck people up for you.
She actually scared the guy off during the second break-in.
Hell
Go
yeah,
Daisy.
Daisy.
I included pictures of her and my 2 other kitty cats as well as the footprint on the next page. Also, we just got Simply Safe, and I love that shit.
Hell
It's the
yeah.
best. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed my tale, and thank you. Take it away, Ash. Keep it weird, but not so weird that you try to live out your Mamma Mia dreams, and then a creepy man follows you home, and all you have to defend yourself is butter knives, and the police don't find you for over 3 hours. Bye.
Whoa.
Oh my
Daisy
God.
is a beautiful, beautiful muffin that I literally just want to snuggle.
I love her. Daisy
Forever.
May.
And that shoe print is horrifying.
Oh my God. And your cats, Theo, Ted, and Mr. Munchie Man.
Mr. Munchie Man.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That is like
Oh.
a straight up footprint.
That man had a huge ass foot.
Yeah, that's scary as hell.
Oh my God, you're so pretty.
I don't like that.
You have great hair.
You have great hair.
Great hair. Wow, that was absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
Hated it.
Hated it.
Well, that was a fantastical installment of Listener Tales.
It was like slightly international at times.
But yeah, most times, right?
Yeah, it was like, and by slightly, I mean it was international sometimes.
Yeah.
Not slightly.
It's never slightly
It
international.
was fully international
Oh
sometimes.
my God.
But wow, you guys, some of those were hilarious. Some of those were terrifying.
Yeah.
And thank
Fucking
you for
Amy's
sending
dad.
them in. Amy's fucking
I'm
dad.
stuck on Amy's dad.
I know, mine were like silly goofy.
What the hell, Amy?
Which was fun.
Crazy.
I love it.
Well, if you would like to send your listener tale in, please send it to morbidpodcast@gmail.com with listener tale somewhere in the subject line and then a silly little goofy thing to catch our attention.
Woo.
And we love you and we hope you keep listening.
And we hope you
Keep
it
weird. But not so weird that you pull an Amy's dad because what the fuck, Amy's dad? I'm never going to be
so
over that.
upset about
Who
Amy's
does
dad.
that?
Amy's dad.
Yeah. Hopefully just him.
You wouldn't take financial advice from a 72 hours in a single day alpha influencer, would you? Same goes if you're in a car accident or any accident. Who you choose matters. That's why Morgan & Morgan exists. They're the largest injury law firm in America, and they've built a reputation by actually winning cases, not just talking about it. Over 1,000 lawyers across all 50 states and $30 billion recovered. Injured? Go to forthepeople.com/podcast. That's forthepeople.com/podcast.
In the U.S., there's a break-in every 26 seconds. But when intruders step near, Simply Safe Home Security steps up.
Stop. This is Simply Safe. Police are on the way.
Using AI alerts, U.S.-based live agents help deter break-ins. Simply Safe, no long-term contracts. Save 50% on your new system with professional monitoring at simplysafe.com/SXM or with promo code SXM.
Outdoor deterrence requires a Simply Safe Active Guard outdoor protection plan starting at $49.99 a month. Visit simplysafe.com/licenses for alarm license information. Tennessee 2012.